Big thank you to President Donald Trump for being here tonight. Can I get a
So I was watching the UFC recently, and I couldn't help but be distracted by the incessant, almost near constant amount of coverage that Donald Trump and his group of nerds were getting sitting ringside. You had Trump, of course, you had Elon, you had Kid Rock, Tulsi Gabbard, Jelly Roll, all the regular staples of the new right movement. But this wasn't just like, a cutaway once to a president being there who takes, stand up, everybody cheers, whatever. I kid you not, in that Trump and Elon had their own dedicated camera that the UFC broadcast would repeatedly cut to capture their, presumably to capture their reactions to things happening in the fight. And then maybe even worse is that after every fight, the fighter was given a moment to show his public appreciation for Donald J. Trump, who was sitting ringside. They would even go as far as climbing out of the cage and bowing for Trump, or symbolically kissing his hand. Very embarrassing shit. Putting aside politics for a second and ignoring the obvious hypocrisy of past shut up and dribble criticism from conservatives condemning even the most basic left-leaning activism in sports, the thing that made me most sick was just the over-the-top sycophantic ass-kissing of a US politician on pay-per-view. I don't give a shit if it's Trump at a UFC, Biden at a baseball game, or Matt Gaetz at a fucking high school volleyball game. This level of public glazing of US politicians is something that you'd expect to see in North Korea, not America. So when it comes to the Make America Great Again, the MAGA movement, we obviously know that these people are on a whole nother level of political fandom. The MAGA hat is the first time I've seen presidential merch worn outside of an election season. People rep that shit year-round like it's a Yankees hat. One could say that the MAGA hat isn't so much an endorsement of Trump as much as it is just a representation of the MAGA movement, which in its current iteration seems to be some version of aggressive immigration policy, based free speech and tariffs or something. But see, that's my problem, I think, with the MAGA movement is it's such an ambiguous of a platform at this point and ideologically inconsistent that I don't understand representing it on a hat, especially during a non-election season. And again, even politics aside, MAGA is no the New Deal or Medicare for all. At this point, MAGA really just means owning the libs. So where are we now though? Trump or MAGA won all three branches of government. The Democratic establishment is dead in the water. Trump has at least 2 years to do literally whatever he wants. Elon Musk owns Twitter and is getting rid of all the woke mind virus bullshit. There is no more resistance. The libs have been sufficiently owned, and MAGA has officially become mainstream. So my plea is, in light of recent circumstances, can we all as a culture agree to make politicians lame again? And to be clear, this cult of personality is gross no matter who the politician is. After all, we're supposed to be a democracy, not a monarchy or a dictatorship. This isn't like wearing the jersey of your favorite basketball player because he shoots a basketball well, or having a poster of your favorite musician on the wall because you like an album that they made. These are politicians. They sign paperwork, take meetings, and play golf. They also make decisions that literally kill people, uphold unfathomably powerful systems that exploit people, and take private meetings and give speeches to billionaires in Wall Street. Republican or Democrat, doesn't make a difference. Those are the facts. That's who these people are. It's like with Obama's corny-ass year-end playlists or whatever. Why do I give a shit about what Obama's favorite songs were? Obama murdered more civilians with drone strikes than any previous US president in history. Obama killed innocent people. He is a politician.
And there's no doubt that civilians were killed that shouldn't have been.
Read any history textbook, history book, alternative history book, conspiracy theory, mainstream theory, movie, TV show, song. Almost every representation of politicians throughout space and time has portrayed them as bad and untrustworthy people. It feels weird to even clarify this out loud, but apparently there's a large portion of this country that needs to hear this shit. Even the best politicians aren't necessarily worth celebrating, let alone buying their merch. Ideally, when it comes to electoral politics, it should never be about the individual. It should always be about the ideas and policies. The politician is just the vessel for those ideas and policies. That's why I say MPLA, make politicians lame again. Please. Red MAGA hat or camo Waltz Harris hat, it makes no difference because you're not just representing that politician when you wear that hat. You're also repping all the death and destruction that their policies cause. After all, you wouldn't wear a P. Diddy shirt in public these days just because you like one of his songs, would you? Make politicians lame again. Please. I'm begging you.